Fraud refers to intentional deception or misrepresentation made for personal gain or to cause harm to others. Fraud can take many forms, including financial fraud, identity theft, insurance fraud, and healthcare fraud. It can be committed by individuals, organizations, or even governments. Financial fraud involves the illegal obtaining of funds or assets through deceitful means. Common types of financial fraud include investment fraud. Investment fraud involves the misrepresentation of investment opportunities to deceive investors and induce them to invest their money. This type of fraud can include Ponzi schemes, pyramid schemes, and pump and dump schemes. Credit card fraud. Credit card fraud involves the unauthorized use of credit cards or credit card information to make purchases or obtain cash advances. This type of fraud can include stolen credit cards, identity theft, and counterfeit credit cards. Check fraud. Check fraud involves the illegal use of checks to obtain funds or goods. This type of fraud can include forging checks, altering checks, and using stolen or counterfeit checks. Identity theft involves the stealing of personal information, such as a person's name, address, date of birth, social security number, and credit card information. This information is then used to commit fraud or other illegal activities. Common types of identity theft include financial identity theft. Financial identity theft involves the use of a person's personal information to obtain credit, loans, or other financial products. This type of identity theft can result in significant financial losses for the victim. Medical identity theft. Medical identity theft involves the use of a person's personal information to obtain medical services, prescriptions, or insurance benefits. This type of identity theft can result in incorrect medical records, billing errors, and incorrect medical treatments. Insurance fraud involves the intentional submission of false or misleading information to an insurance company for financial gain. Common types of insurance fraud include health insurance fraud. Health insurance fraud involves the submission of false or misleading information to an insurance company to obtain healthcare services or insurance benefits. Auto insurance fraud. Auto insurance fraud involves the submission of false or misleading information to an insurance company to obtain insurance benefits related to automobile accidents. Healthcare fraud involves the submission of false or misleading information to obtain healthcare services or benefits. Common types of healthcare fraud include billing fraud. Billing fraud involves the submission of false or inflated claims to healthcare insurance companies for reimbursement. Prescription fraud. Prescription fraud involves the submission of false or misleading information to obtain prescription drugs or other medical supplies. Fraud is a serious crime that can result in significant financial losses and harm to individuals and organizations. To prevent fraud, individuals and organizations should be vigilant in protecting their personal and financial information and should report any suspicious activity to the relevant authorities. Additionally, governments and law enforcement agencies should implement measures to detect and prevent fraud, such as increased regulation, enforcement, and education.